Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. Alright, so here's a follow-up on a video that I recorded just the other day titled, "The Feds Are Out of Control, This Isn't Right." The general premise of the video, of course, was a friend of the Hodge twins, or the conservative twins, being picked up 2.5 years later, his home being raided, ransacked, him being arrested on charges related to being present during the day of January 6th. Now, obviously, the topic of that video was the clear double standard of justice here. How Antifa militants can simply do what they want and get away with it. Black Lives Matter protesters can block roads, assault drivers, pull out guns, literally take people's lives, burn buildings down, and somehow they're viewed as social justice warriors fighting for a better future. But simply existing on the day of January 6th, well, you know, they'll hunt you down like a dog and show up at your front door with a whole motorcade of FBI agents. That was the topic of the video, but at one point in that video, part of the story involved a company by the name of Liberty Safes. Or rather, Liberty Safe. Liberty Safe is a manufacturer of safes, and during the FBI raid of this individual's home, without question, without subpoena, when requested by the FBI to gain access to this individual's personal safe, they simply just gave the feds the code. No questions asked. No challenge whatsoever, just granted them free access. Obviously, this has stirred up significant controversy, customer or consumer backlash, and I'd argue with good reason. And while Liberty Safe has responded, I want to show you guys both of their statements, the update to their policy, and then have a conversation about this phenomenon in general. We've got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. Alright folks, I pretty much gave you guys the backstory in the intro. Here was the initial response from Liberty Safe. On August 30th, 2023, Liberty Safe was contacted by the FBI requesting the access code to the safe of an individual for whom they had a warrant to search their property. Our company protocol is to provide access codes to law enforcement if a warrant grants access to a property. After reviewing the request, we received proof of the valid warrant, and only then did we provide them with an access code. Liberty Safe had no knowledge of any of the details surrounding the investigation at the time. Liberty Safe is devoted to protecting the personal property and Second Amendment rights of our customers and has repeatedly denied requests for access codes without a warrant in the past. We do not give out combinations without proper legal documentation being provided by authorities. So that was their initial statement, and obviously I think most people's reaction wasn't exactly too forgiving to Liberty Safe. The first thought that comes to mind is kind of the paradoxical nature of it all. They claim to be devoted to personal property rights and Second Amendment rights, yet they're so eager to grant access to a backdoor built in their safes to the feds pretty much without issue. Apparently all they need is a legitimate warrant to search the home, and they instantly grant access to the safe. Yeah, I don't know, seems a little bit fishy to me. You know, the home is one thing, the safe is another. It's its own entity. You know, the memes pretty much tell the story. It's a safe that we keep the combination to, and we'll give it to the feds if they ask. You know, if I owned a Liberty Safe, I'm pretty sure I would have already listed on Facebook Marketplace at this point. Or maybe I'd just give it away and instantly replace it with another. I mean, what a weak, spineless company. Even mega woke Apple is better at protecting their customers' rights from the Washington regime Gestapo. Obviously, there was severe consumer backlash here. Liberty Safe's commitment to customer choice. At Liberty Safe, we are dedicated to safeguarding the rights and privacy of all of our customers. It is a promise that remains deeply personal to our employees and leadership. Our company, one of America's oldest and largest safe manufacturers, was founded on the belief that Americans should have the fundamental right to protect and safeguard their valuables and property. As a courtesy to our customers, Liberty Safe has long adhered to industry standards by maintaining a secure database of factory-set combinations. This practice helps customers regain access to their safe for a wide range of reasons, including loss of the original combination, service requests, and warranty issues. Liberty Safe processes over 4,000 requests of this type annually and provides combinations to safe owners only once they provide clear documentation of their identity and their ownership of the safe. We listen to our customers and update our products and practices in response to their evolving needs. Today, we are announcing a change that empowers our customers with greater control over their information effective immediately. Existing customers can visit libertysafe.com/pages/combination removal and fill out the form to have records of their access codes expunged. In the coming weeks, we will be releasing a feature that gives every new customer the option when registering their safe. Yeah, you think? the safe company essentially secretly had a backdoor access to your safe, and they were handing it out to the feds willy-nilly if ever requested. Now all of a sudden they changed their tune. I don't know about you guys, but I'd rather be stuck in a position where I have to drill my way through the safe than know at the back of my mind that the safe manufacturer has secret backdoor access. Anyways, let's continue on. The most important part, we also have revised our policies around cooperation with law enforcement. Going forward, we will require a subpoena that legally compels Liberty Safe to supply access codes, but can only do so if these codes still exist in our system. Our mission is to protect what matters most to our customers, whether that be valuables or privacy. It is our pledge to continue to make excellent products that serve gun owners everywhere. I don't know, my reaction is too little, too late. Some people are giving them credit, and sure, to a certain extent they deserve it, but I'm more in line with the Hodge twins' way of thinking on this. The Hodge twins, or the conservative twins on Twitter, wrote, "Guy gets raided by feds over January 6. Feds call Liberty Safe and they send them a passcode to get into his safe without being legally required to. Liberty Safe gets destroyed online when it comes out that they have back doors to their customers' safes. Liberty Safe feels the backlash and immediately changes their company policies. We still don't trust them. They only did it to avoid bankruptcy." I agree with that sentiment 100%. And nowadays, folks, it's becoming more and more difficult. It seems more and more important by the day that consumers educate themselves in the companies that they're transacting with. It's a real growing problem. I mentioned woke Apple earlier. I meant to make a point, but I forgot about it and got distracted. The point that I was making is that even woke Apple isn't complying with the feds when it comes to revealing private information on people's phones. Tim Cook says Apple's refusal to unlock iPhone for FBI is a civil liberties issue.
This case is not about one phone. This case is about the future. What is at stake here is, can the government compel Apple to write software that we believe would make hundreds of millions of customers vulnerable around the world, including the US? The protection of people's data is incredibly important. And so the trade-off here is, we know that doing this could expose people to incredible vulnerabilities. This is not something that we would create. This would be bad for America.
If Apple can get it right on the issue of civil liberties, then Liberty Safe, or really any safe company, or any company in general that possesses private information, should be able to as well. There's so many companies who just shrivel, and cower in fear when dealing with the feds, and they simply give it up. They give up private information, most importantly, and they grant access to the feds to essentially whatever they want. I know as a medium-sized business, a small business, and even a major corporation, the federal government is this extremely intimidating entity. The last thing you want is to be on their bad side. They can make your life a living hell. But it's a decision that they gotta make, a stance that they gotta take, and the same applies to consumers. You gotta pay attention to policies, you gotta pay attention to the fine print, because obviously these companies simply don't care. Anyways, I don't know what more I could say in a video like this. Just wanted to present this topic to you guys because I'm sure a lot of you guys are not only interested, but probably Liberty Safe owners. This is essentially what's going on, what happened, how the company responded initially, and then what they did later on. It's up to you whether you view it as sincere. I just think it's important to understand what's going on and to have your eyes open as to how some of these companies handle these situations. Anyways, that's what I got for you guys. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and possibly subscribe to the channel because we'd love to have you here. Thanks for watching, folks, and I'll see you on the next one.